And we're back with yet another episode. And as you all probably read the title, it is not a joke. Yes, today we are going to get 1,000 beacons. And the way we're going to do that is by building a different and more improved with a skeleton farm. Now with me now, I do have approximately 202 skulls, which is about 200 out of the 3,000 we're going to need for this. To start out the episode, I kind of need a place to put all of this loot that we got from all the end cities. And I think I know just the build for that. Hey everyone, real quickly, before we go any further in the video, I just wanted to talk to you all about my new partnership with the up-and-coming energy drink brand W. W is an energy drink brand that is designed to give you the focus and energy you're going to need for all your day-to-day activities without giving you any of the jitters or crashing. W has no sugar, no calories, no artificial flavors, and is packed with vitamins. W has 8 official flavors and lots more, including shakers, hats, hoodies, and sweatpants. If you want to check out W and their products, head over to w.gg and make sure to use code JoePrism10 for 10% off of all your orders. Again, special thanks to W, and let's get right back into the video. So we're gonna head back to the end, and we're gonna go through one of the gateways that I've already been through, because that'll lead us to end cities that we have already cleared out. And now, all we have to do is mine up the entire end city. Alright, well this might be enough blocks for now. Now you might be wondering what I'm gonna do with all these blocks. And you might have a general idea like, oh, I'm gonna recreate one of the end cities. Well, no. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remake a shulker. And to do that, I'm gonna need a few things, one of them being some concrete powder. Alright, and there's just a couple more blocks that I'm going to need for this. And right here, clay is going to be one of them. Alright, and right here is all the materials we're going to need for this build. And of course, it only makes sense to build it right next to the chorus fruit farm. Now we just got to clear out a big area for this. Alright, now to get started with this build, we're going to make the corners about like right here maybe. We're going to do a little bit of a checkered pattern like this for the bottom of it. All right, and right here is sort of what the front is going to look like. I guess like I could remove some of these maybe and do like a different pattern. Maybe go something like this. All right, now that I think the outsides are pretty much done, it looks all right. Color scheme could be better, but in all honesty, I don't really mind. But now we're going to get started on the little guy in the middle. Well, I have run out of white terracotta, but we are pretty much almost done. The face actually doesn't really look that bad. By the way, everyone, for those of you who are wondering, when I did that poll where I asked what kind of videos do you want more of, I think some of the options were like hardcore, other games, SMP. The one on the SMP, that one will already be coming out in probably the springtime. We are going to be doing lore and a storyline of our own on that server. We have been working pretty hard on like 4 or 5 episodes a season. I think we have an entire season planned with, I think, 5 episodes in this one. So we are working hard on a storyline in my SMP that I run. So if you guys are excited for that, then please do let me know down below as we continue to work harder on maybe more episodes and future seasons. But anyways, now that we have all the white terracotta that we need to finish this, it's time to get back to finishing this shulker. And that actually looks really good. I'm actually kind of proud of that. Now I'm probably going to need a lot more purple blocks for this. So I will probably have to make a trip back to the end real quick. Maybe this time actually bring a beacon with me and get a lot more blocks than I'll ever need. All right, there we go. So our blocks are now fully restocked and we are good to go. We may actually need a lot more purple concrete, so we might as well grab a little bit more of that. While we sit here and mine up this purple concrete, if you guys are enjoying the content and all the hardcore videos, please at least leave a like and comment down below what you think about it. You can subscribe if you'd like to. A lot of work goes into these videos, so any comment, liking, and subscribing you do really helps me out a lot and pushes me to make bigger and better hardcore videos. Man, I am really liking the look of this so far. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bring these sides up one more. But all in all, like, I think that's super clean. I love the look of this. All right, and what do you guys think? I know it's nothing much. You know, it kind of does look weird with the purple concrete. But in all honesty, I kind of like my own version of the shulker. It kind of looks nice. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to try to make a little platform to have all of the elytras just chilling in here. All right, now that we have all of our elytras right here, it's time to start putting all of them on the armor stands. All right, well, if I ever need another pair of elytra, I just have to head over to the shulker. I mean, this just looks so cool having all my elytras here. I could enchant them all, but honestly, it kind of looks better with them all just normal. All right, there we go. So the entire shulker is now full. I got this entire side chest filled, and then I got like 2 of these, or 1 and almost a half of one full over there, and then I have all my elytras in here. Now there's the last thing I have to do is turn all of this ore into blocks. Alright, so there we go. Now that the shulker is done, it is time to actually start working on the main project, which is making a new wither skeleton farm that'll actually be able to produce me the skulls I'm going to need for 1,000 beacons. So I'll be right back when I have all those materials.
The next day.
Alright, and pretty much right here is all the materials we're going to need for this, except I do need about 14-15 stacks of nether bricks, but at least this farm does not require any spawn proofing, which is super nice. All right, now pretty much we just have to find a fortress in a soul sand biome, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be close enough. I mean, you can't really get much closer than this, and I don't really have the time to be looking for one. Ow. Okay, yeah, actually, you know what? We're gonna actually move on, and we're gonna look for a better one that's deeper into the soul sand biome. This one's not very good at all because it doesn't have like any spawning platforms. All right, and this one definitely looks a lot better. Since it's a soul sand biome, only 2 other mobs can spawn, which are ghast and skeletons. So this is the one where we're gonna build the farm. Now, before we even get started on any of the building, we're gonna have to get a couple stacks, and when I say couple, I mean about 15 stacks of brick. So now while there's a bunch of gas shooting at us and wither skeletons trying to hit us in our toes, we are going to mine up 15 stacks of this. All right, I think that should be good enough for now. All right, so now basically what we need to do is we need to find the center of 4 chunks. So it would be this right here, because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to build the platform in 4 chunks. All right, now basically to start the farm out, we have to place a chest 1 block lower than the max point of our fortress. So our max point of our fortress was Y level 78. So let's place a chest here, which will bring us up. It's basically at Y level 77. Now I have to bridge out 14 blocks. All right, now basically when I have all my corners laid out like this, now I just need to fill them all in. All right, and now that all of that is all done, I will have to clear all of this out, you know. I don't know if like this will have an effect on spawning or not, but hey, I mean, I guess we'll find out eventually. But now pretty much all we have to do is we got to place a wall 1 corner in, and then give it a 2-block gap, another 2-block gap, and then we just keep going. So now we're gonna fill in the entire platform with walls. All right, there we go. All the walls are now placed in. Next, we have to add turtle eggs on these corner walls. Next, we have to add walls around the chest, but leaving the south side open, with building blocks on top, as well as iron bars. Right, next we have to pretty much trap an iron golem in there. Now we've got to place 4 obsidian with 4 walls. And we just have to bring the walls all around the entire center with slabs on top of them. You will be stuck here forever now. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. He's going to be getting me infinite wither skeleton skulls.
Huh?
Yep, I know. You will. Now pretty much, we just have to write down the coordinates for this. All right, now basically we just have to pillar straight up. Now basically what we need to do is we need to mark out the center of our 4 chunks. And then right here where we pillar it up, we need to pillar up 4 blocks and then in 2. Now we just have to build a portal. So now I'm just gonna finish off the entire farm and we'll be right back. Alright, so there we go. Now the farm is pretty much done. All I need to do now is remove all of the torches, go back up and just sit and wait for them. So I'm going to do that right now. Now we just have to sit here for a little bit and wait for them all to come through.
1 eternity later.
All right, well, here we go. We have signs of life. It did take a while, but the wither skeletons have started to come through. So far, it works pretty well. You know, it's not the fastest farm in the game, but I already have 5 skulls in like I don't know, a minute of using it. I mean, I can always make the farm faster in the future, but just knowing it works now is so like relieving to me. In about 6 minutes, we've gotten 14 skulls. Now, of course, I would go AFK for like an hour or half an hour to test the farm, but it is 4:30 a.m. and I'm gonna go to bed. But when we come back, what we're gonna do is we're gonna build an auto storage for this, and then we're gonna go AFK for a large amount of time.
The next day.
All right, and it has been a little while, and as you can see, this place is a little different than the last clip. And since we're gonna need so many skulls, we're gonna need to AFK for a very, very long time. So I put a beacon here, that way I can actually go fully AFK and not have to worry about my hunger bar and anything like that. So I went AFK for about an hour, and we got just over 2 stacks of skulls, so that's not bad at all. Also, we filled up the other 2 chests. I'm only gonna use 1 chest for each thing, because that's really all I should need, since I'm going to be taking the coal out every time that it fills up anyways. But nether stars are not the only material that we are going to need for beacons. There are 2 other materials that we are going to need for this, and one of them is going to be glass, so we have to get the super smelter up and running. So now I'm going to go dump a full shulker box of sand into the farm. All right, well, I'm pretty sure now I got the farm working. There were a few things that really weren't working, but now I'm pretty sure they all are. And as you can see, we are getting glass at a very, very high rate. All right, so now we're gonna leave that running, because not only is there glass in the beacon recipe, there's also obsidian. And yes, since we're making 1,000 beacons and there's 3 obsidian per beacon, that means I'm gonna need 3,000 obsidian, which is roughly 47 stacks. And also, to make this just that much faster, we are actually going to set up a beacon, since why not? I know setting up a beacon for obsidian doesn't really give you that much of an extra boost, but anything will help to shave off all the time that we can from this. Now with our haste 2, I'm gonna watch some YouTube and get to work. Alright, well, there is no longer an obsidian tower here. It's still down there, but I've gotten really bored of mining obsidian. And from mining all that, we got just over 2 stacks, plus a shulker box. Now, there's a couple more things that I have to do, and one of them is, of course, I can have all the skulls I want, but I'm gonna have to kill the actual wither to get the nether star. So that brings up yet another little farm that we're gonna have to build, which is going to be a wither killer. So now we're gonna have to go find a good design for a wither killer, and then we're gonna have to go grab all the materials. So we'll be right back when we have all of those. All right, and right here is all of the blocks and the mine carts that we're gonna need for this. So now we have to head to the end. Now, pretty much what we have to do is we have to clean up all of this mess that I made beforehand and expand out this area underneath the little end portal here. All right, there we go. Now that we have our room fully blocked in, so now we'll just do a quick little time lapse. All right, so there we go. Now the farm is fully done. It doesn't look like much, but this will be getting us 90 nether stars an hour. Right, now with all of that being done, with the obsidian that we got, the glass that we got, and now the wither killer set up, the last thing we need to do is actually get the skulls to kill all the withers. Now, pretty much, I'm just gonna sit here for as long as I possibly can with an auto clicker AFK. All right, and it has been a very, very long time since the last clip. We've been AFK at this farm plenty of times, AFK at the Wither Skeleton farm, and so far, we are up to 512 nether stars. But now what I want to do is I actually need a place to put all these 1,000 beacons, right? So I have an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a ring of iron around my island, and put all the beacons on that ring and enclose my island in beacons. And then I'm just gonna put color stained glass on all of them as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build out a little bit, and we're gonna make the ring relatively close. And now basically we're just gonna get started. And there we go. The entire ring now is pretty much done. And to soon have all of this filled with beacons, this is gonna be so cool. All right, everybody, look at this. Right here is all the nether stars for all the beacons that we're gonna need. Plus, in here, I've got another 50. So look at all these nether stars right here. I don't know exactly how many this is. We do have all the glass that we're gonna need right here. We are gonna need a lot more obsidian though, I'm pretty sure. Then also we have another full shulker box of iron blocks that we can use to finish the ring around the base. All right, but now it is time to get to crafting all of the beacons that we can. So first, we're just gonna craft our first stack of them because this is gonna be super satisfying. I mean, just look at that. It's perfect. I love it. It's perfect. Stack number 2, stack number 3, stack number 4, stack number 5, stack number 6, stack number 7, stack number 8, stack number 9, and as annoying as it's gonna be, we can make another basically stack. I just need literally one more obsidian, but there we go. There's stack number 10. So there we go. So far we have 10 stacks of beacons. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rest of the sand that we have into the smelter, which we are going to need 2 more double chests of sand. So I'm gonna have to take a lot of this with me. So like I said, I only need 2 shulker boxes. So we're gonna take 2 shulker boxes for the rest of the sand, and then we'll take another full shulker box for the rest of the obsidian. All right, so now we can get back to making all the rest of our beacons. And here we are, everybody. This is all of the beacons that we have from this. And in case you're wondering, this is approximately 1,112 beacons. So we went 112 beacons over the limit, but you know what? I don't really mind. Now I have to finish laying out the entire ring around my base with iron blocks, and then placing all of the beacons down along with all of the glass that's gonna go on top of them. So let's go ahead and get right to it. All right, well, I ran out of iron, but I think if we just take iron from the beacons that we have lying around in our world, we should be good to have all the rest of the iron that we're gonna need for this. And there we go. I think now I can officially say that the iron ring around my base is fully done. All right, so the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna start off by going every other beacon, and if I need to, I will just fill in some gaps. But for right now, it's time to get to placing. Wow. Well, this really is a sight to see with all these beacons. I am actually going to leave it where it is now. I'm not going to put all 1,000 out there because my game will lag way too much. Even though I will be moving from this place eventually, I still do live here. So I am going to not place down all of them because I will just lag way too much. So we will not be placing all of them, but this looks super cool. I'm just excited for when I put all the glass on them, which, speaking of that, we're gonna do that next. All right, and there we go. So the entire beacon ring is now fully complete. I do love having every single color in there, even though some of them, you know, you got black, gray, got a bunch of darker colors in there with a bunch of the lighter ones. I do like the mixture, and honestly, this looks super cool. And I'm just chilling on my base. I feel like protected by like a wall or something. It's super cool. Now we need to go ahead and farm for more gunpowder. All right, and thankfully we did have a lot of TNT left over from last episode as well. So we're gonna use all this, and then we're gonna finish off by going netherite mining, like we always do. All right, so in the end, we got another 50 ancient debris. Again, that's not bad at all. And of course, the easiest way to get out of here is to just swim our way up. All right, now to throw all the ancient debris into the blast furnace, and then wait like we always do. All right, and we got 52 scraps from that. Combine that with all the gold, we get another 18 nether ingot, which is, of course, gonna be another 2 block of netherite. And of course, we're just gonna add that onto our little mini beacon we have going here. That is gonna do it for today's episode, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.